Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at two trucks that recently got a bunch of updates to their console versions, and the map we are going to be doing this comparison on is CTFT Proving Grounds, which should also be available on consoles. Now, the first truck that we're going to be building and looking at is the Peterman 3790 by MaxMike181, and the second truck that we've got out here is the Keny C-500. Now, like I said, both of these recently got updates to their console counterparts, and, well, really, not even counterparts, these are the console versions thereof, and the most recent update was to the Peterman. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the Peterman first because there are some new updates that you guys may not be fully aware of. And if we go straight into the customization, we can grab the top engine, and we'll also grab a probably... I'm going back and forth between the special off-road and the high-range box, and probably because of the fact that we're going to be attempting a lot of different types of obstacles on this map, I might go with the high-range box, and then for the suspension, we're going to do the raised on this one, and then tires-wise, whoa, that's interesting. Oh, they're rank locked. I was like, what the heck is up with those? Why are those locked out? And then I was like, oh, that's right. All right, so let's go for the, oh boy. So these monster mud tires by Quasi, yeah, those are probably going to be one of our best options in terms of what to go with. But the mud dualies are not bad at all either. Not bad at all, like, whatsoever. So I think we're actually going to go with the 54-inch... but I go back and forth on what the MMR shield or dualies. But, you know what? Mud dualies by Quasi. Yep, that's going to be the move. Now, Advanced Heavy Autonomous HD, that's absolutely going to be the move. Not going to worry about spare wheels on this one, but we are going to do a tall twin wedge cap filter system with the EV all-wheel drive. And here's where it gets really interesting, or I should say this is one of the aspects where it gets really interesting. So you have the sleeper cab, you have the cab back wall, but you also have a back wall with a window that you can use if you would actually like to go that route. You have the camper body, which is really, really cool. You also have a cube van body, a dump truck body, hauler flat deck, garbage truck, ambulance, and rescue body. So many different options to choose from out here. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm actually going to go with the camper body, I think. I really like the way the camper body looks. And let's see what else we could... have the ability to install through here, though. I haven't gone all the way to the bottom yet with the new update, but let's see. Okay, so settle high and settle low. So definitely good with that camper body, though. That would literally be probably the sickest camper you could ever have. Now, on the front, there's a lot that you can do, obviously, and I think I want to go with the, let's say, dual tinted heat shields and fender what? Dude, you could put actual fender liners in it. I mean, I kind of want to see the cat engine, but still, if you wanted to do that, you totally could. That is so cool. All right, rooftop-wise, you could actually throw a wing up there if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that on this one. Now, this is what gets really interesting, and that's the industrial plow. The industrial plow is so cool because you can actually maneuver it in basically like in a quick mode that I'll show you guys momentarily. And then I'm not going to mess with the front bumper because it's obviously going to be covered up by the plow. And the decal kit-wise, you have a ton of decals in here that can go right on the door that I definitely recommend looking through if you would like to actually go through all of those on your console or on your PC. Miscellaneous-wise, you have floor mats, which is like, I mean, really, really cool. Hoses? Oh, they're covered up right now. They would be covered up by the actual camper body, but that's no big deal. Actually, I kind of want the air conditioner because I feel like it applies. Triple horns for sure. And, ooh, I also like the LED light kit up top. Definitely dig that. And then for this, we're actually going to go with the short twin stack low smoke, which actually isn't really all that low in terms of how much smoke it actually puts out. And this one, I'm definitely going for red. I think it looks so good in red. And we're also definitely throwing beans on the dash. So let's take this thing out of the garage and see, A, how it looks, but B, we're about to see how it performs on some of these obstacles. So let me back this guy up just a tad. God, what a beastly looking truck. And also, that plow, okay, check this out. Fast control mode for the plow, you hold down the left bumper, and with the left stick, you can put it up and down by going left or right, which is kind of odd to get used to, but it is there. And then, while still holding down the left bumper, by using the left and right trigger, you can actually pivot the plow side to side. Once again, super, super cool if you're going to be doing any kind of, like, plow-based RP. I mean, this is going to be an absolute must for your game. I definitely recommend giving it a go. Now, for the majority of this test, the plow is going to be up because really and truly, I don't want it like scraping on the ground throughout the entirety of the test. But once again, it's super nice to have it. Now, if we go back into the garage, we'll go back into the garage slot that houses the Keny C-500. Now, for this one, we're going, well, hey, I mean, the other one's S+ as well. So, off-road speedy and ultimate suspension. And let's see. Right now, we have 63-inch MRAP studded tires. How about we go for a 65-inch Boinia tire. That's massive. Let's see, extreme offline. And what do we want to put on the back? You could do a medium log bunk, but I'm not sure if that's going to be our move. The sleeper cab does look cool, but I would kind of like, I don't know. We've got a slider bed back there and a service tank. I guess that's about as close as we're going to get to like a rescue setup on this thing, so I think I'm just going to go with the service tank. I know it doesn't really have much else on the back, but I'm not really going to worry about it, I guess. All right, horns up top. Front bumper is going to be, well, it's going to need something. Yeah, it's going to need something, so I guess we'll just throw the stock one on there. Single choice of wheel, and these colors are extremely bright. But I think for this one, we're going to go with like a, maybe like a blue and no interior customization. Okay, so obviously the C500 is going to be a lot bigger than the 3790. But the thing is, I feel like the 3790 is basically going to compete way above its weight class in this actual competition here. So now the other one may have the advantage on the Peterman here. But at the end of the day, I do think that the Peterman has a very good chance of coming out on top in many of the other... Oh my god, this is... Holy crap! That was an incredible drift. What the heck? That was amazing. That was absolutely incredible. Alright, let's line this thing up in 3, 2, 1, go! Going into high, and go, 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 go! It's actually not doing too bad. That's pretty impressive. I mean, for the type of tire setup it's running, and for the fact that it's so much smaller tire-wise than the C500, dude, it's absolutely just beasting it. Look at that. There's really nothing that it's sacrificing by doing this. It really isn't. Come on. Both of these trucks are going to have to perform this test in high as well, so I'm sure that there would be a better way to get through here, obviously with the off-road gearbox and the lockers on, but this test, once again, is based off of doing it in high. Now, I don't remember at the moment whether or not the Keny C-500 is diff lock always on, and if it is, I mean, that's going to kind of give it an inherent advantage, sure, but I really did want to see how these both were in terms of getting through the mud quickly in high. So now let's grab the Keny C-500, fire it up, and see what it can do. Remember, this thing is running the Ultra OP setup. Oh, it is diff lock always on. Okay, so that makes it a little bit unfair, sure, but either way, we're still going to go for it anyway. This one's going to be in the right lane. Throw it in high and see what happens. Oh my god. Bro, it's floating through the mud. It's literally like just, it's almost like it's floating on top of it like a boat. Jeez. All right. Well, now it's time to head to another obstacle, and I am very curious once again. I know that this one says it's got basically a fast, kind of like a fast gearbox, but like an off-road fast gearbox. Let's see just how fast that fast off-road gearbox actually is by taking these guys over here to the big jump. Now, the big jump, obviously, I mean, if you want to clear that thing, you're going to need usually a race truck. And when I say a race truck, I'm not even kidding. Like, the last thing I cleared it with was a fully built race rig. So let me go ahead and pull up right here. We'll shut this thing down. We'll swap over to the Peterman, and to make things a little bit quicker, we're going to recover to the garage and then leave the garage. Basically, we've already fast traveled halfway there, and throw it in high and yeet back over to the other side. Now, the Peterman may have been bested in the mud, but I doubt it's going to be bested here. This thing is straight up like a drift truck. When you're driving it around, all I get is like drift truck vibes, at least in this particular setup. All right, let's see what you can do. Come on. 5th, 6th, 7th. I should not have done that. So I don't think this thing takes very long to get to 4th, so let's see. There's 4th. Holy crap, it cleared it? I was not expecting it to clear it whatsoever. This should be plenty of room. If it doesn't get up to 8th with this much room, there's something wrong. There's 8th. Dude, I don't know what happens to it when it gets on the dirt. It's like when it gets on the dirt, it's just like, nope, we done here. Man, I do love this truck, though. I absolutely freaking love this truck. And this thing, I think at the end of the day, man, the absolute quality that this thing was made with, and not only the quality that it was made with, but the amount of time that Mike has spent just putting more and more and more detail into it and more upgrades, definitely earns it a spot in my garage. Always. Always this thing will have a spot in my garage. No matter what version of the mod it is, no matter what kind of setup it is, it's always going to have a spot in my garage. It's a beast of a truck, for sure. Alright, so let's bring you around to the... Whoa, God. Alright, easy there. Now, this may not look like much, but the balance bridge is a pretty sketchy obstacle. And when I say the balance bridge is a pretty sketchy obstacle, it's one of those obstacles where it doesn't look like it'll matter if you fall off, but trust me, it matters if you fall off. If you fall off, your truck is literally done and over with. And I don't think it's going to be as much of a walk in the park for the Keny as some of you may think. So let's find out. The Keny is going to go first, and then the... Oh, God. Okay, I figured I was going to get damage there. I guess not. The Keny is going to go first, and then the Peterman is going to follow. So let's make a little bit of a... Oh, God. Stop. Thank you. All right, ready to make a run for it? Come on. Thing's not doing too bad, though. Having to run it in high does add a little bit of an extra element of difficulty for sure. But honestly, this thing's high range is about the equivalent to a lot of other trucks' low plus with this gearbox setup, so I'm not really surprised that it wasn't all that fast and high. Whoa! All right, let's make it through the log obstacle. It's gonna get a little bit of damage from that, but don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, so now it is the Peterman's turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there. Let's go. This thing shouldn't have any issues at all with this. I don't think, anyway. I really don't think it will. Gonna do it in high as well, in the interest of fairness. Oh, God. It's bouncing around a lot. Yep, I got into a little bit of a back and forth motion with it. And you know what? I'm not gonna blame that on the truck. I'm gonna 100% blame that on my own driving. Bruh, you're already off the edge. Now, also, keep in mind, the other truck being a diff lock always-on truck does play a role in that as well. I feel like this setup is a lot more top-heavy as well. It's like you have to turn and then wait, and then turn and then wait with the steering speed. And it's now randomly snowing, but don't worry about it. Ooh, come on. There we go. Not bad. And hey, you gotta remember, this thing is also doing all the same things that the Keny C-500 is doing with no diff lock always on, much smaller tires, and a higher center of gravity. And if you ask me, it's keeping up just fine. Picked up a little bit of damage there, but so did the Keny. I mean, really, at the end of the day, these trucks they're doing so many similar things for this one being, in theory, so much less capable, but, like, at the end of the day, it really isn't all that much less capable. It's actually a really incredibly capable truck. They both are, but mad props to the 3790. It always does a great job. So with that being said, though, let me know in the comment section down below which one of these trucks you guys would be taking home or which one you guys would be using in your modded playthrough. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.